Watch the entire video if you want the most business funding that you could potentially get. So we're going to talk about basically what you need in order to actually qualify, because I get a lot of people that's booking these damn calls that do not qualify. So I'm going to give y'all like a quick checklist so you know what you need to do to qualify, right? So I'm going to just go through and write it on the board. So take notes. Some of it may be like, straightforward, but I need y'all to realize like some people that's booking these calls are not supposed to be on these damn calls. Y'all see the calluses? That means I'm working out. But anyways, so number one, are there any negative items, right? Are there any negative items? If you got a charge off, if you got that collection, if you got that late payment, if you got 30,000 hard inquiries, you do not qualify. Do not book a call, right? You do not qualify, do not book a call. This is going to be good for you too if you got your own funding company. You're helping people do the funding, because it'll just let you know what you should be looking out for. The next thing, do they have a 700 credit score across the board? Do they have 700 credit score across the board? So some people are just like, okay, average minimum is 680. Minimum is for losers. I've said this before. Minimum is for people that's not going to get as much money. So if you want to stay at minimum, you want to get those baby ass limits, focus on having a 680. You want to have at least 700. Now the next thing we want to worry about is how many total accounts. Right, when we say total accounts, we want at least 10 positive reporting accounts. What does that include? This includes credit cards on the personal side, right? This includes personal loans. Don't judge my handwriting before I get on your head. All right, personal loans. We want auto loans, student loans, etc., right? So that's what we want to look at when it comes to total accounts. When y'all booking calls, you got negative items, your credit is below 700, you only have like 2 total accounts. How do you think it makes me look if I'm telling my bank relationship managers, oh, I got this person that's ready for funding? You're not ready for funding. So y'all got to realize too, if you're booking a call to get with me, or if you're just a credit business funding business owner that's helping people, you got to realize you got to bring high quality people to these bank relationship managers. If you're bringing people that are going to constantly be getting denied, they are not going to want to work with you. Keep that in mind, right? And then one thing that's important too. So what's the debt utilization rate, right? The percentage. They say, okay, average is 30%. I've literally had bank relationship managers that said we can go with 20%. That's good. But remember, average is for losers. So you want to have what? Single digits, 9% or less. That's what we want to focus on. Speaking of that, how many credit cards? And what are the limits, right? We want at least 5K limits. Typically, people say on average, okay, you want to have 2 credit cards that have $2,500 limits. We don't deal with average. We want it to be at least 5K. At least 10K, to be honest, minimum, right? So 10K plus. That's what we want to focus on. And then now we talk about the structure, right? So this is where a lot of people mess up. Let me just separate this. So the structure, so business structure is what we're talking about, right? Real quick. So number one, email. Do they have a business email? Is it johnnypants423@gmail.com? Or is it your name at your business name at .com? If you look at us, funding at CA Tactics, Michael at CA Tactics, that's professional emails, right? Professional emails. You want to have a professional email. You don't want to look like a little kid trying to get funding. Phone, 1-800 number. Is it a 1-800 number? You want to have a 1-800 number. That's what I definitely recommend that you have, because that's going to help you bypass, right? Address. Don't have your house address, right? It doesn't look professional. So you want to go get you a registered agent address so that you look professional, right? So just keep that in mind. This is what you want to focus on in terms of structure. Because if you have a nonsense email, if you have a nonsense phone number, if you have a nonsense address, you're going to look like you're not structured right. And then in terms of your name, are you high risk? High risk could be real estate, right? Credit repair, trucking, you know what I'm saying? So you just want to make sure that you're not high risk as well. So when we talk about stuff that's not high risk, we could say in our name, it could be enterprises, right? So that's something that's good. Maybe you deal with marketing. Maybe you deal with growing businesses. You know, these are things that we do to where we're able to get these high limit approvals. Hopefully this was helpful. Just wanted to put this out because we've been seeing a lot of people that don't qualify for business funding that's booking calls for business funding. Do not book a call if you don't have all of these stuff met, right? So hopefully that helps. If y'all got any questions, drop them down below. It's pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you build out your credit the correct way. The way that we do it is we're basically using your personal as a PG. Yes, you can do EIN only. I don't recommend that. Right? Also, too, with your business structure, make sure you have your EIN letter showing that you actually have a business, right? I've had consultations with people where they didn't have that for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. Hopefully this helps. Keep watching my videos. Go get the best funding. Go watch the funding playlist so you can see some different banks you can apply for, because I didn't talk about that in here. If y'all like these type of whiteboard videos, let me know and I'll do more of them. I just wanted to do a video like this recorded on my phone, because I went to, the how to mail for free video that I did a couple years ago. That's been the most viewed long form video on the channel. So just wanted to give y'all just like a, whatever you want to call it, reminiscent, or, if that's good. I'm just testing out different ways to give y'all the information, hand motions and all that, right? So yeah, with that being said, y'all have a blessed one.